feeling good. We're good. Back to podcast number 3. Episode 3.
Episode number 3. Episode number 3, The Hood. Or, where we live, the Barrio, which translates to hood. But, so today, or tonight, we'll be testing for you guys.
Drinking.
We'll be drinking
We're
and
drinking.
testing. Don Sergio Tequila. Don Sergio Tequila. We're going to try to be testing not just tequilas, but any type of drink, any type of alcohol drink, and cigars, just to see what we think, our expertise, which is literally nothing, but just to see what we think about them.
If you're new to smoking cigars and you have no idea what the fuck's going on,
Like us.
then you can listen to our podcast and be like,
These guys have no clue.
Just like me.
They have no clue what they're talking about, but we'll act like we are. And what we're smoking are Cuban rounds Maduro. So that's what we'll be drinking. We'll be drinking some Don Sergio and smoking some Maduros from Cuban. That'll work. Come on, let that shit up. Yeah. I know that we don't have a lot of listeners now, but here in the future we might still not have some. But hold on, we'll see.
So what's this tequila called?
Don Sergio.
Don Sergio. What's the cigar? Where'd you get this at again? Where'd you get this one at? Because last time, the thing is, it's crazy. The crazy thing.
We gotta hook up.
Wait. The first episode, you smoked a quorum, and you're like, this tastes like shit. You're like, this is horrible. And then I forgot what I smoked, but the second episode, I smoked a quorum, and I was like, oh, this is pretty good. This is not bad. And we smoked exactly the same cigars, except we, switched it up a little bit.
Like we said in the beginning, we have no idea what the fuck we're doing.
You don't know how to smoke.
We just want to de-stress.
But, again, back to the cigar. Did you say the name of the cigar?
I did. It's a Cuban round Maduro.
From
Total Wine.
Total Wine. We love Total Wine, as you can see. Fucking
Total Wine's
Wine
awesome. Total Wine is awesome. They do not sponsor us, at least not yet, and probably will never sponsor us. But
hey, maybe you never know.
But these are good.
It's dreams. We can fucking.
These are awesome.
Can dream.
These are awesome because they're $3. But hold on, don't sip. Let's sip it together. Like I said, Don Sergio. That's what we're gonna be testing out today.
I was about to say that.
Tequila.
Word. That word. I didn't.
What word? Oh, the word.
The word. Oh, you know what the word is?
Yeah, I do.
Bird. Damn it.
All right, so we're gonna be doing our first test on the shot. Don Sergio. Not too bad. Let's see.
Salud. It's not bad, bro.
It's not bad.
It's not bad at all. And this is Blanco, too.
This is Blanco, which at least we can, being Mexican, we can at least say Blanco is probably, if you want to say the crappiest. It's not the crappiest, but out of the 3 versions, which is Blanco, Reposado, and Añejo, Blanco, it's pretty much what first comes out of the barrel. And then they Reposado, and then the Añejo. So being a Blanco, it's not bad.
It's not bad.
Don Julio 70, that's totally different. But
Lalo is pretty good, too.
Lalo's pretty good, and it's Blanco, but
The thing is we could also include some tips when the stuff we do know how to drink.
What we know is legit. Kind of be like Matthew Stafford with Don Julio 1942. Did you see the commercials?
No, I didn't.
Well, not commercials, but so because of the Rams winning the Super Bowl, they showed him on the podium, and he was giving everybody the thanks of how they won and whatnot. But then he pulled out a bottle and said, "Thank you, guys," in his Texas accent. Thank you. And he pulled out a 1942.
Maybe keep the mic.
I don't know, because mine's lower than yours.
Well, yeah, but they're not going to increase it. That way I don't have to, worry about... I could just
increase. I'm going to fuck your shit up like this. Look at this. Bitch, like I'm bobbing.
I need you to edit the audio so you can see how fucking long it takes. Yeah. But to that, no, I did not see that.
Yeah, he pulled out a 1942 Don Julio, what I've always wanted to test.
Which we were going to test at New Year's. For New Year's or Christmas?
New Year's.
One of those. New Year's.
150 bucks.
And
That's
it
not
was
too
a
bad.
fucking Escasez de 1942.
What do you think?
But I like it, man.
What do you think about the cigar?
The cigar's pretty good. I think it's pretty good.
It's not too bad, dude.
It's Maduro, so it's definitely heavier body. I think I need to ask some people.
The experts, the ones that
The experts.
been doing it for quite a while.
I mean, you know, I'll post this on YouTube too, so you can put your fucking comments to see what cigar. Hey, y'all can comment to see what cigars y'all want us to try next.
Yeah, exactly. Or you know, bourbon, whiskey, I don't know, Jaeger, anything that I want us to test.
Jaegers.
Even gross drinks.
Well, we'll try it.
We will test it out, but for these two, I think Don
It's pretty good.
It's
I
a
like
pretty
it.
good tequila. I can't believe it.
And the you know, a lot of people do the lime afterwards, right? And I think we've done it. I've done it, obviously. But you learn from the true tequila drinkers. You're supposed to, you know, before you take a sip, hold your breath, take the sip, savor it, or however you say it. Swallow.
Pun.
And then exhale. Exhale. Excel, not Microsoft Excel, but exhale. And then that will help a lot. Right now, it's like, it'll help a lot too with, you know, there is a myth out there that drinking tequila will warm the body, but it's not helping us right now because it's 40 degrees and my brother's over here in a little piece of crap Texas Rangers because they suck right now.
No, they would. They do. No, they don't.
Even with the brand new stadium.
They got the players now, buddy. They got the players.
Well, you can say that, but it's just like the boys. They got the players. They're going to make the ball. Oh, you know how many times I've gone into the office and people just talk crap?
Ooh, they're not Cowboy fans?
No.
What?
Some people are Kansas City fans. They won the Super Bowl, right?
I get that. But have they won 5? No. Thank you so much. Call me when you won 4.
I need to share this podcast with some coworkers.
You need to bring them as guests so we can discuss who's the best football team.
I think.
And even if you bring the Pats that have won 6 Super Bowls, if you bring the Steelers that have won 6. All I gotta say is one thing, and we got you. We them boys. You know what it is?
Oh,
we're worth more than you. We're worth more than you. I say we because as long as we're not losing, then it's them.
It's crazy because the boys are known worldwide.
Yeah,
right?
Most expensive franchise in sports.
Also, it's the Cowboys Nation, which no other team has that. You know.
They might.
Do they?
Everybody has their big fans, but it's the boys.
I shared the podcast, Changing Subjects, with the compadre. El compadre.
I already said his name.
I know.
I said his name. My bad, man. We're cool.
Hey, one of these days, I think we're going to end up just saying our names regardless, you know?
Eventually, they're going to say, who the hell are those sexy fucking guys that do that podcast? Who are them bros? And we're going to have to say it.
We're bros taking shots. Hey, we didn't say the name at the beginning again.
Bros
Did we
taking
say
shots.
it?
We don't have to. We're famous already now.
We're
People
on YouTube. Know us.
We're on YouTube.
On Spotify as well.
Spotify.
Because we're going to do the thing, right?
We're going to do it. I think so. Yeah.
I think so. I'll respond to the email I got.
$40.
Hey, you know, marketing, they already reached out to me in the email. Said, hey, you know, I'll give you a year for this much, and we'll make it happen. We'll get you guys out there.
For this much,
so,
we already said the price, $40.
$40. So the thing is, we're going to be out there for the Spotify listeners, for the Apple podcast listeners, Google Podcast. That's a hard one. I submitted it, and it still hasn't gotten approved.
Because we're Mexican? Is that what it is?
Maybe. It might be, you know, a Mexican thing.
We're Mexican and Catholic? That's not good.
Oh, don't say that, because then they'll know who you are.
Wait till they hear this podcast, because then they'll be like, what?
You guys live in the hood? Your voices don't sound like that. You know what? I listened to audio because I'm the audio editor. Because you fucking don't edit shit.
I'm the producer.
And I hate listening to my voice.
I think everybody does it. They don't recognize it's them, or they think they sound different.
Right. The voice that you hear in your head sounds totally different when you hear it recorded. And I think I sound like more. I feel like I sound like this when I'm more gangoso, which I think that's how I fucking sound. Obviously,
you do sound like that. You don't have
so I think as the podcast grows and we grow as podcasters, I'm gonna try to change my voice to where I speak more or less gangoso. You know what I mean?
Gangoso means...
Not gangoso. Is it gangoso? I guess it would be gangoso.
I already have that.
I think I sound too Mexican both in English and in Spanish. And I thought it was only in Spanish, but I fucking sound Mexican.
I already have my...
Not Mexican. Let me redact
Mexican,
that.
Mexican.
No. Ranchero.
Which is Mexican. I already have mine. You can't copy me, though. I already have mine shit solved. I'm gonna fucking hire Morgan Freeman to fucking talk for me.
Morgan Freeman, if you're out there.
I am God.
That sounded nothing like him. It's just like my impression of Arnold. Get to the chopper. That sounds horrible. Get to the chopper now. Get to the chopper now.
We're talking about choppers.
Chop.
We live in the hood. We live in the hood. That's what the topic for today. Besides the tequila, Don Sergio. Hopefully, Don Sergio will listen to somehow. Like, man, these guys did a great job giving us some good ups and giving our name out to the public. And they'll send us some bottles.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Some bottles.
But Don Sergio, some Cuban Maduros. But the main topic is the hood.
The hood.
Literally.
It is the hood.
But in our circumstance, it's called the Barrio, which stands for hood in Spanish. What's the difference?
Hold on. Let me just make my...
Yeah, we got to do it.
Hey, yo. Doing the Bros Taking Shot podcast. A little bit of love to the wives out there for letting us do this.
So the difference. What's the difference? Wow, you put record. But the difference between the hood and the barrio. One of the hood differences. I guess we can throw them out there so people that do not live in where we live can say, what's the difference between the hood and the barrio? Barrio is hood. One of the main differences that you'll see.
Wait, you just... What's the difference between a strawberry and a fresa?
No.
Wait.
No. You know why?
Why?
You go to the hood. The hood, for us, is like east side, right? That's the hood.
That's true.
You don't see horses
true.
going through the drive-thru.
That's true.
Where in the barrio, you see people riding their horses to the store, the corner store, to drink some beers.
Through the drive-thru.
True. That's That's one of the differences. What's another difference?
Hey, but that is true because even... Remember my buddy that I brought one time? We went to the shooting range. Right before that, we came to the house, and then we stopped to buy beer through the drive. And he even know that there was like corner stores, I think, with drive-thrus.
I know who you're
buy
talking
beer.
about.
Remember? Well, I'm gonna invite him to the podcast.
First, he freaked out. Remember when we were fucking testing out? We were loading up the shotgun and stuff. And he goes, whoa! What are you doing? People could see you. We're like, yes, they can't see us loading this shit up in the front yard. That's how it is
true,
here.
Yeah.
And then we went to the drive-thru and he was like freaking out. But
and then he saw the horses too. He saw the horses to the drive-thru.
It's different. It's a different atmosphere whenever you live in the barrio. I mean, when your neighbors point their speakers towards your window on a Saturday night and full blast it in the barrio, you don't fucking say nothing. You just let it go.
Let it go.
Why?
Let it go.
Why do you ask? Billy? The reason why, Billy, is because maybe next weekend I'm going to have a party and I'm going to turn my speakers to there and they don't say jack.
That's true.
You know? Plus, on top of that, the cops don't come. I already called the cops. They don't fucking come. They just
don't come.
They don't come.
Just like the 4th was it the 4th of July? When they were like, the neighbors were going like crazy with firecrackers in the middle of the street, like hardcore. Like, it was like till like 3 or 4 in the morning. And they would not stop. So we called, you guys called the cops, right?
My wife called the cops a couple of times and they did not show up.
They didn't even answer the first couple of times or something like that?
Something. But that one's, I think, takes number 2. That takes number 2.
Yeah, I mean, because...
You know what takes number 1, though?
That was understandable because it's 4th of July.
4th of July. Number one is this one. I know you weren't there. I wasn't there, but my dad told us. When those drug addicts were going 50 miles an hour down the street, they clip a truck, and they wreck into my dad's rental property, and the cop shows up. The cop shows up and says, "Hey, it's okay. Let him be." And we're like, "Let him be." They were intoxicated, sir. They ran from the scene. Their vehicle is in the middle of our yard, and you're not gonna do nothing? Oh no, we'll just give them a citation. That's when you know they're from the hood, from the barrio.
I don't remember that. Well, I guess I wasn't there, right?
Where, yeah, you don't, well, because after that, the cops left, and my dad calls me. I think you were working. He goes, man, I know who it was. So we went over to the guy's house. They're pretty hardcore dudes. And then we pull up, and we're like, hey, come here. Well, I tell him, because my dad, you know how he is. He's like, come here. My dad tells me, he goes, tell him to come here. So I go, hey, come here. So that guy pulls up, and I go, dude, the house that y'all wrecked, that's our house. You better go fix that shit. He goes, I got you, man. I got you. I thought this cat was going to say something like, I thought he was going to say, fuck you or something like. He goes, no, I got you. Don't worry. I'm like, well, when are you going to fix it? He goes, trust me, we'll fix it. And the motherfucker fixed it. He brought a piece of shit, piece of metal, sheet metal.
Sheet metal, yeah.
But he fixed it, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember when he
fixed
it?
When I told me that story, I was like, what? Wait, the cops just said, oh, here's a citation. You guys can just leave. We know you're drunk, but...
Oh, they pulled up in a bike.
Oh, yeah.
The guy pulls up in a bike. And we're like, that's the guy that was driving. And he's like, well, here's a ticket. I'll see you in court.
We can't really, due to the circumstances of where you live, we can't really prove that he was driving because he came in a bike. So, I mean, it's your word against his, so yeah, it doesn't matter.
And the funny part is, we're like, fuck, your car's in the middle of our yard, but then I'm looking to the left, and that lady was there with her fucked up truck. What about me? The cop was like, well, I'm sorry, tough luck. We're to give him a citation for him, running from the fucking scene of the accident.
That brings me to a close to death memory.
Close to death?
Yeah, wait. Do you remember? Okay, so when we were little, remember we used to play football in the street, right? Mm-hmm. So I think it was for something we were celebrating at home, or we were just chilling, and we were throwing the football around, and we threw I think was it the football, where this drunk dude just comes around, and he's coming straight to your neighbor's house now.
Wait, he hits that light pole?
And he hits the light pole, and I'm like right there. I'm like right behind the light pole, and I see this fucking truck coming at me, and I seriously thought I was gonna fucking die, cause the pole stopped him. I was behind the pole.
That's when he got off the truck and took off running?
No. The crazy shit, he was drunk, right?
Of course.
So he hits the pole, the fucking wire, the transmission line wires are hanging low next to his truck. So he gets out of the vehicle like pretty drunk or kind of, disoriented. And he grabs onto the wires, and we're like, sir, you're grabbing onto electricity. No seas. And I was like, I was just there. Like, I thought I was dead.
I remember that faintly, but I do, a little bit vaguely, but I do.
And because we're in the hood, and we're like, hey, vayase, señor. He just let him go. He just took off.
But the fucked up part as well is, how long did that fucking truck stay there? It wasn't like gone.
That's
days.
True. It was there days.
Wow, I remember that. That's part of the barrio right there.
Part of the barrio. Not the hood. That's true. The hood is different.
The hood is different. Hood is. I mean, I don't want to say it's hardcore than the barrio. It's probably the same because.
Same.
Well, no, it's not the same because I'm biased. I'm going to say the barrio is hardcore because remember when the FBI was fucking knocking down doors because of those dudes fucking selling drugs? Or the last time when we were working out of my parents.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No, but before that.
So that's how you know you're in a barrio. We're trying to think of different scenarios when the fucking cops. No, not the cops. The SWAT team shows up. I
mean, of course that shows up in the hood, but the hood. The hood has to sell drugs. But who do they buy the drugs from? The cartel. We have the cartel. They're in our hood. Remember when we were walking out? So this is what we're talking about. It was an evening where my brother and I were working out, trying to work out.
Trying to pump it up, yeah.
And we're my parents. We had bought this exercise like Smith machine type of apparatus. And so my parents went out for dinner, and my brother's like, "Are you gonna work out?" I said, "Sure, let's go work out." We met at my parents, so we're working out, kind of, and we hear noises. So we're like, "What the fuck is that?" So we walk out to the side of their house, and we're like, "What the fuck?" There's a truck, like an old beat-up truck in the middle of the street. And we're like, "Did somebody have an accident? Oh shit, maybe we need help." And when we're walking towards it, some dude just pops out all like masked up in black.
Messed up with like a robber, like what is it called?
With those fucking hood, like a thief hat.
Yeah.
With
like somebody's gonna rob a store hat.
With the like a high caliber AR-15, like just like, and he just gives us a signal like, "Hey, shut the fuck up, go back inside." We're like,
without talking, he shushes us.
Yeah. And we're like, "Yes, sir." We walk the fuck. Well, they're raiding the house in front of us. Granted, just FYI, we still live in this neighborhood, and we're like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, SWAT team. It took like an hour, and nobody was in the house.
It was just civilians too that showed up, so we didn't even know what was going on until they raided it.
Because they had a shitty ass van in front of their house, and that's where they popped out. Remember?
Yeah, everybody just popped out, and then we didn't know what the hell was going on until we saw them like have the dudes outside sitting down with. They were almost naked, without clothes, sitting on the curb.
We're like, what the fuck?
That one was crazy. And then the other house in front of your house right now.
When the SWAT team and they took their cars, and then in front of my
parents'
house,
part of the cartel.
And then in front of my parents' house, when the FBI guys were just chasing the guy in our street, you hear choppers, and we're like, okay, maybe it's the traffic choppers, but it's not. They're chasing this dude, down the street, and we get exciting stories. I'll put it to you like that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And talking about the hood, this is going to the hood now. Walmart, dude. I told the wife that I was gonna bring this up. So my kid, he needed to take a shit, right? So we're pulling up. We went to the store today. We went to the stores, and we went to Walmart. So I took the little boy to the restroom because he needed to take a shit. I walked in. I was like, "Hurry up, dude!" I'm like, "Poop." So then he's like, "I can't do it. I don't need to no more." So he just peed. So I'm like, I had that kind of like that shit smell that sticks to you, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's in a fucking Walmart restroom. Sorry. So then we're like, I was like, man, I kept getting that little whiff of shit like throughout the store, and it gets stuck to your nose, right? You're at Walmart just walking around buying some stuff, and then we get to check out, and then I turn around to the wife, and I'm like, I don't know, como que me da olor a mierda.
Mierda means shit.
And then she's like,
the worst shit ever.
Well, that's because you worked out today.
What?
And you haven't showered. So she thought I said, yo no sé, como que huelo a mierda. And then I turned around. Wait. I turned around and there's this lady next to me. And I just looked to my mom. I was like, really? And then she's just laughing. We were walking out. I was like, wow, he just put me on blast next to this lady. She's like, well, you said you smelled like shit. I was like, no. I said, I feel like it smells like shit. And she's like, oh. I was like, thanks. But that's when you know you're in the hood. Because, you think you smell like shit. You think you smell like shit because you're in Walmart and you took your kid to take a dump and he can't.
That's another thing. You brought that up. So I have to bring it up. Or I have to talk about it. You're also in the Barrio, in the hood, whenever you go to your Walmart, and there's really no self-checkouts. You go to when you have to go to a different town, Walmart, because they're more advanced than your Walmart. So what I'm talking about is, you know what I'm talking about? When you'd rather drive 30 minutes out of your way to go to a different Walmart just because they have that self-checkout where it's wide open, it doesn't matter what time of day, you just show up, You go up and you pay your shit by yourself. Boom, and you're out.
Yeah.
Because if you go to your Walmart, there's 2 cash registers open for fucking 2,000 people, and everybody has their baskets full. That's when you know you're in the hood. Because they don't give a fuck.
Yes.
Oh, and then, not only that, but the person that's in front of you decides to say, hey, I'm going to go get this bra that I fucking left at this fucking aisle. I'll be right back.
Oh.
And they take off with 20 fucking people behind you with their baskets full of fucking food. And like, well, you know, this person decided to go pick up whatever they fucking decided to get now. Let's wait. Because I have all fucking day. No! You don't do that shit, but that's our Walmart and that's our hood. That's our Barrio.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I stopped at Walmart after work one day, in the hood.
The where we go to?
Where we go to. And I was like, it's fucking Monday. And I was like, it's Monday. Nobody wants to go to Walmart on Monday. So I stopped. You know, typically the self-checkout lane is the fastest, right?
Yeah.
So I went to
one item or less.
Yes, like it's just fast, quick. The line was like to the freezers.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck this. I'm going to the line, like to the checkout where people are checking you out. But there's cashiers. And I get to the line. Every single line, be it, there's fucking 2 cashiers open. Fucking no lie, like 100 people waiting in line between self-checkout and the 2 open lanes. I kept, you know what? It's like fucking traffic, right? When you're in like, oh, there's more traffic. Let me change lanes. But then you change lanes, and then the lane that you just moved from goes faster now.
Yep.
And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna sit here. And I sat there, and the other lanes just kept fucking moving. And I was like, fuck, dude.
And you turn around, you see Pedro sitting his ass down, like,
yes,
get the fuck up and go open up a cash register, bitch.
Dude, I was behind this lady that was just with her daughter, holding like 2 items in her hands. And then she's like, ya vente. This fucking guy pulls up with the full cart. I was like, son of. I was like, wow, just holding the place in line. Also, after that, I stopped at Dollar General.
Ooh, that's a different, yeah. Yep.
So this lady, dude, I was like, I think I just bought like some cookies or something for the kids. I'm in line waiting for this lady. No, I'm sorry. I'm in line about to get in to pay. I put my stuff on the counter. And this lady said, do you have olive oil?
What?
She's already paying. She's about to pay. She says, I can't find it. Do you guys carry olive oil? This lady takes off to go look for olive oil. And I'm thinking that she's done paying, so I put my stuff on the counter. And the cashier doesn't say nothing to me. She just looks at me and just, I'm like, what the fuck? Are you not going to check me out?
Are you where's fucking Popeye, huh?
Like, are you not going to scan my items? So then I just turned around and this lady's like, oh, I'm sorry. She finds her olive oil. And then she finds like 3 other things that she decided to go do another round around the store. And then she comes back with another full set of shit that she's going to buy.
And,
wow.
And then it's like Walmart. There's like fucking 30 people behind you. Like, fuck.
And my son was trying to take a shit as well.
Ooh.
During that time. So they were like, oh.
That's
No, I think it was the girls needed to go pee. And
But-
like, yeah. Anyways.
But we also got to say the positives about the hood, about the barrio.
Oh, yeah. Positives for sure.
So like for us, for all you sexy viewers out there, we love to ATV it on the weekends. We have ATVs, and due to the horses that are all pretty much surround us, they've created horse trails, which being the Mexicans that we are, that's fucking tequila with ice. Yeah, sexy sound. The horse trails that they've created throughout our whole neighborhood, being Mexicans that we are, we fucking expanded that trail to where our ATVs work. So that's a good thing because cops have seen us, and instead of pulling us over full of fucking beers, they just fucking say, "What's up?" They fucking honk and they say, "What's up?" So that's a plus. I mean, there's always a
definitely
plus.
a plus. Yeah, for sure. And also,
We can try out our guns,
we can try out our guns.
which I have. And later down the road, when we're a little bit more secure about our jobs and our future, we can show y'all videos of how we test our fucking guns out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, It looks like the middle of nowhere, but it's like
in the middle of the city. In the middle of the fucking city.
My coworkers are like, where's that at? Like,
it's my backyard?
It's like right across the street. Like, what? It looks like you're like in a ranch. Like, and then I show them videos of us doing like a little bonfire.
My coworker too. My coworker, which if he ever hears it, he supposedly told me he was going to subscribe, which I think he's lying, but he's got a handful of guns. And the last time I saw him, which was probably a few weeks ago, I'm like, hey dude, have you tested out your gun, your 380? He goes, nah bro, I have not tested it out. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me, bro. Test that shit out in your backyard. I can't. I go, well, fuck that. I tested my shit out. Shit, I test that shit out right now.
Dude, and I tell people at work, like, we hear gunshots pretty much every day.
Oh my God.
You hear gunshots every day?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean, we live in the hood, so, I mean, we live in the, well, I say the hood to them because they don't know what barrio means, so, we live in the hood. Every night, yeah, we hear a few gunshots. Sometimes they're pretty loud.
And you can tell it's like you live in the good side, and you still hear them.
Bitch, I live like 5 blocks away from you.
Dude,
you're just closer to the barn.
I'm closer to the worst part. I mean, no kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm not trying to kind of boost our our listeners, but seriously, I kid you not. They go at it. It's not that they're shooting at each other. I don't really think they shoot at each other.
No,
they just test out their guns.
Testing out their weapons.
They test out their fucking alcohol.
I mean, we're in Texas.
Yeah, so they test. I really think what happens is they test their alcohol, they tie up their horses, and then they test out their guns. But their guns are not. They're not like 22s. You're talking about ARs,
maybe some ARs,
45s.
I'm thinking
50 caliber maybe.
Some AKs.
I mean, they're loud.
I'm pretty sure this is like an AK or something.
They're loud. What did you want more of this?
I was gonna say, did you want some more Don Sergio, or some bird?
What do you think?
I don't care.
Whatever you drink, I drink. You know, I'll take you. Now.
Or you want to leave those for next time?
We'll do it for next time. You got a Coke? I saw a Coke in there. We'll put some Coke in this shit.
There's some DP in there.
DP. We'll do it. But I can't wait to have our first guest. We're
dude. Wow! Dude, I need to fucking lower that in the audio editing software that I have.
Well, hopefully.
Wait! I forgot to tell you my coworker's idea.
What is it?
I forgot to tell you, but I don't want to say it now because we probably won't do it.
Why?
But I think it's pretty genius that it hasn't been done yet. Should I just talk about it?
Do it.
I guess it doesn't matter.
Anyways, you want to put a DP or Coke or milk? That's not fucking gallons of milk in your fridge.
There's fucking protein shakes in there too. So my coworker, which he said he's gonna be a guest too. He said he's down. So
now, I know y'all probably gonna hear this, and it's cool. But remember, everything is fun and games.
This is entertainment. Pure entertainment.
Don't like. Oh my God.
Half of this shit is not.
He said true. Billy. You can call us Juans if y'all want. We don't care.
That's gonna be the names of every guest. Juan Jose.
Ooh.
Juan Maria.
Patrocinio.
Oh, that's
our aunt. That's really the name of our aunt.
I mean,
Sacuero, but continue.
Marichuis. You know?
So what's his idea?
So his idea was, I don't know if you heard of the metaverse, right? The metaverse is just
it's not
virtual reality out there. I don't even know what the fucking metaverse is, but you create your own character. There's fucking companies that are buying virtual land, paying millions of dollars.
What the fuck?
You haven't heard of this shit? It's like
metaverse Facebook?
No, it's a metaverse. Like it's virtual reality. You create your own character. You can buy land virtually. Create your own fucking building. Build your building in there. So my buddy was saying, why don't you guys, instead of recording yourselves,
fucking do a simulation?
Do a simulation of you guys in the metaverse. So he sent me the link to pretty much do that. Create your own character. So I was like, oh shit, we can create our own characters and we can build like a little table and a couple of chairs and act like ourselves, build our own characters ourselves. Yeah. The thing is it's live, right? So it's live shit. You can go talk to each other.
Where do you post this on? Like,
No. It's just like playing a fucking video game.
Yeah, but who can come and look at it?
Whoever.
But for what's the source? Like, for example, here, like you just said earlier, we got Apple. We'll have Spotify.
Right. So the thing is that we'll do our guests like that. I'm thinking we fucking create our guest character, and we'll tell them, this is your login, this is you. Come in, and they can be virtual. They can fucking be in their house while they do our guest visit. So the thing is, we'll post it on, we'll use OBS, record our background, right? Record the login and shit. And so we'll see ourselves, our characters and shit. And we'll record, because you can hear each other live.
Can you do it in person? An example.
Yeah.
I like it.
Right.
I'm all down for it. But like, so that way we can
experience. The guy can bring his laptop. The guest can bring his laptop and be there and experiment and just be like, all right.
I like it.
So that should be funny, because I'm thinking we create their character and make them look like shit, right? And
well, don't say that now, because then they won't show up.
Don't tell them. I know nobody's gonna fucking listen to shit. Don't tell them, and then just fucking.
I like it. But again, where can we post this on?
What do you mean? Where can we post this on?
Because you said
YouTube.
It's live.
So, okay, instead of us, so the thing is, I told them, we're not sure if we're going to record ourselves, like do video feeds.
Well,
right?
we can create our character. And
Right, so he's like, that's when he came up with that idea. He's like, oh, why don't you create your character, instead of recording your live self, like your physical selves, do a character, record the screen, because he knows about OBS, because he knows I use OBS. He's like, oh, you can just record the screen of your character, of you talking to your brother, or talking to your guests. That way, it can just be guests from their home, and then you just record the output audio of that site. Pretty much, you go onto a website, log in with your character, and you go meet. So you go walk, and you walk to whoever you're gonna meet at this place. So you have to tell them where to meet you at in the fucking virtual reality thing and everything.
I like it. I think we should do that. The only thing that I would say that we need to do.
We need to do a test run for sure.
Well, of course, but. They can't fucking they can't like, oh, we'll meet you at fucking 8-11 instead of 7-Eleven. And they're at their house. No, they gotta show up because they gotta test out the drinks.
Yeah, I think so. But it'll be a way of recording.
It'll be some
video content.
And it'll be a different fucking view.
Shit. I don't know if you fucking noticed when I cleaned the garage.
I did notice.
Because the wife said, I told her we're gonna, potentially we'll have guests. Like, you need to clean the garage.
Yeah, you just you literally just cleaned the fucking corner over there, bro. That's it. Everything looks exactly the fucking same.
But it's so much shit that you just, hoard and I don't know where to place it.
I like that idea, though. I really do, because we can then do two contents, the podcast and the video.
So the thing he said, he's like, what did he say? Hold on, let me pull up the message. Because he was messaging through Teams, through the work, and then he messaged me through text. Like, I forget I have your number.
Wow. And whoever's listening, if you're listening, you know who that is.
He listens. I think he listens to it. So he said, he sent me to. He's like, so yeah, he's like,
why are your dogs humping each other, bro?
My dogs.
They're both male.
The thing is, they're not neutered, so.
Wow.
They're fucking hyper, dude. Whoa, Mason's hyper. Mason, come out that way. Well, anyways. He says he got a podcast idea. You could get video with how to take video of yourself.
What does his name rhyme with?
His name rhymes with
Brian Gosling?
What rhymes? I need to bleep.
Andres. His name is Andres.
Write this shit down. I forgot I was supposed to write notes so I can go back and know when to bleep shit out. Andres. Okay.
He's from.
Oh,
did y'all hear that shit? Oh my god, we live in the.
Dude, that was loud, dude.
What was that?
Hold on.
Somebody's got to respond. I should have brought my fucking 9mm. I could have just. There was this. Did you ever see that? That was a podcast. It was like a video. It was like some dude coming out on fucking like TikTok or what. It's like, I live in the hood, ra-ta-ta-ta. That's exactly what we just heard.
He my buddy. My coworker said that he thought, he's like, he doesn't know you, obviously. He's like, especially if your brother isn't very techie, like doesn't know.
Wow.
Like, if he's never heard of it.
Into an offense.
He's like, you tell him this is the next best thing, and it's how we are all going to interact. A lot of people say that that's true. Like in the future, this is how people are going to interact.
Well, that Degrassi guy, man, he's talking about. I follow him, and he's talking about how he wants somebody to prove to him that we're not in a simulation. Have you seen? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He's like, I just need somebody to prove to me that we're not in a simulation. And it's like, if you think about it, it's like, what the fuck? What if we are?
I think I haven't heard of it.
It's like what? It's almost as my brother Bernie taking his first sip of
Don Tequila.
tequila.
Hey, go follow my boy. His name is I can't remember his name. Lucas. He talks about all the tequila. That's where I found out about
Your boy, like you fucking met him.
So I know he's my boy because every time I comment on his shit, he actually responds back.
Oh really?
Yeah. I told him about San Matias, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's a good tequila. I recommend it." But he's
really?
Yeah.
Okay, so who's gonna be our first guest? We gotta have somebody that we feel comfortable with.
I think the wives that's the go-to. That or my pops.
My pops is a different story. He's gonna. I think he'll break the internet because he'll start talking. I don't know. Maybe the wives.
I think
the wives next week.
The wives next week.
Well, what's the topic? What's the topic gonna be
Come up
about?
with some topics, man.
Anybody that listens to this, please, put in your topics. Put in your ideas of what the topics can be. And
it has to be about fucking marriage. I mean, it has to be a topic, or nasty shit that each other do.
Wow.
That each one of us does. Like, obviously, we're fucking guys, so we do nasty shit. But we can also talk about the nasty shit that they do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Them embarrassed.
Yeah.
Embarrass them.
Put them on the spot.
They're not gonna want to be here, especially if it's gonna ice. Supposedly, it's gonna ice next week.
I doubt it.
I don't know, but wives is a good idea. What's the next? Okay, who else? Who else do you think would come?
Oh, el compadre said he's down. I don't know when he'll come, but he's down. I think slowly but surely we can get some guests for sure.
I think so too.
I think we can get some people out here. It's because the podcast world is not new, but it's hot right now.
I tell you what though, I really like what Andres said though about the virtual because, well,
I told him I was gonna delete the chat so that if this hits off, he won't have credit.
That's a good idea. Sorry, Andres.
Delete it.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. But one thing that I think we should do, because I think that'll entice more people to want to be in our podcast, is let them create their own character.
True.
And even if they go all out, we'll fucking still make fun of them because we're like, what the fuck were you thinking, dude? Even if they're big and muscular, we'll just say you're fucking puny.
Dude, one thing that I need to say is like you fucking know that we don't smoke cigars. And you bought the longest fucking cigars that we can. Exactly. That's one of the things that this podcast is about.
It's fucking cheap.
It's over when the cigar's over. This podcast is over when the cigar's over.
We're like 3/4 through it. And again, if you don't smoke, then tell my brother or myself, you know what, I can't smoke. But you gotta
You're gonna fucking smoke at the podcast.
You gotta smoke. You got to. You have to at least take a puff.
We'll give you a little nub.
You know what we should do?
Or the little cigarillos.
You know what we should do?
Cigarillos! I used to smoke cigarillos.
I was going to say, let's have those fucking...
I can't do that.
Why?
I can't do...
Why?
No,
by the time they figure it out, we're gone.
I'm gonna bleep this whole shit out.
It's bleeped. It's gone.
Gone. I'm just gonna put silence because I think you can put silence.
Like,
hey, shout out to OBS for being freeware and Audacity. Audacity is awesome too.
Odyssey or Audacity?
I don't know how to fucking say it.
Odyssey is.
Yeah, I'm ESL. English was my second language.
ESL. But yes, thank you so much. But seriously, who? Okay, because I know you were asking me when are we gonna have our first guest. When should we have our first
guest?
You
said we need to wait a month. I'm like, bitches, it's been 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks next week since we recorded.
But you know what? I'm also going to do what you said. I was telling him earlier. So this week I was at one of my coworkers was like, "Hey, check this shit out." He sent it to me. It's a video that's out there in the internet about a guy, and it's probably an old video, but so he's trying to test these bands, and so he's like, "How does this work?" And then he tries to use them incorrectly. It hits his nuts, and he goes, "Oh!" falls to the ground, and then farts. But the guy that's doing that actual podcast,
that's old though, bro.
I know it is, but the podcast guy is funnier than the video, and I'm like, oh my god, it took me about fucking literally 10 to 15 minutes to fucking stop laughing. And so I'm like, you know what, my brother's right. Maybe one of our segments could be the video of the week that either him or myself or even our guest speaker can bring up, and we'll just fucking make fun of it. But who's going to be our first guest? We have to. Do you want it to be next week?
I'm thinking next week.
Our wives. Okay.
I think the wives.
Okay, but
sure.
And I tell you what, we'll talk to them and we'll see what topics they want to talk about that they might feel comfortable with. They got to drink, of course.
I think a couple of drinks.
And then, being the Mexican Catholics that we are, we'll let our kids roam free in our house with no fucking babysitters because we live in the Barrio. That's another thing.
They're old enough.
So, yeah, they're 5.
I mean, disclaimer: all the shit we're saying
6.
might be true, might be not true, fiction, non-fiction. One thing, like this is like, for example, this fucking shit is hilarious. Look at this shit.
Y'all check out my new truck. This is a Tesla Cybertruck, and it is 100%.
Look, this dude's hilarious.
Now, although we did spend a lot of time, money, and effort on the development of the stealthy
Like
look
stupid
and
shit like that, I think that'd be hilarious.
Tesla Cybertruck.
Yeah, Tesla Cybertruck. Mr. Ginger Belly 1. That's his name.
By our technologically advanced
Look at this fucking.
airbag system. Unlike them ancient airbag systems
He looks like me.
and all them other vehicle makers here that'll punch you in the
This
face.
is buff
This
too, dude.
technologically
Yeah,
advanced
buff.
airbag
That's what I'm saying. Like stupid just find random fucking videos that they have to have no music in the background too.
No music. Yeah, just straight up.
Hey, I have some new fucking music for the intro. I'll need to show you after this.
But, man, I got so much thing going. I mean, this podcast, we're eager. At least I was telling my bro. I'm eager. I mean, it was a pretty rough week for me. This was a rough week. And I was just eager for this day because it vents. You literally vent. That's one thing. We can tell our guests, hey, bro, you know, when you start talking, vent. Let yourself go. Talk about what you want. We'll bleep your name out if you don't want to be known of who you are. But talk. Talk about what you want to talk about. Just let it out. And I'm telling you, this is to de-stress. Traffic.
That's very true.
Wives. Sorry. Work. Anything.
Yeah.
Anything. I mean, we de-stressed at first with our ATVs.
Still is a good de-stress. I recommend getting an ATV.
Man, and living in the hood.
Living in the hood.
In the Barrio.
In the Barrio.
If you get an ATV and you live in those HOA hoods, I'm sorry, but give us a call so we can buy your shit.
I don't know about you, bro, but sorry to interrupt. But these fucking cigars are pretty strong.
What?
I don't know if it's... No, that's because I already...
Bleep that out.
It's Thursday, and so I need to write this number down.
You know, so in that old couple, so I was
Hold on.
What are you going to do? What are
I
you
need
going
to
to do?
write this number down, because I need to bleep this shit out.
What number? Anyways, I was telling him, so just so you guys know, what we're trying to do is every week we're going to test out a new beverage and cigar. So I pull up to the Total Wine since I'm Texan and I gotta get that twang. I pull up to the Total Wine section of cigars and there's an older couple there and I'm thinking, shit, I don't know about cigars, so I'm just gonna be just looking. And they're talking, and then they're like, the wife tells the husband, "Do you know what he smokes?" And they give me a look, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And they're like, "I don't know what he smokes." So I grab these Cubans, and I'm walking out the door, and the guy from Total Wine's like, "Do you need any help, sir?" I'm like, "No, sir, but they do." And I walk the fuck out. So yeah, just anything y'all need, anything y'all want to talk about, we need to fucking let you guys know. This is to vent, and I really like that. What Andres said. I like it.
I forgot
I like it.
where
I
that
like
minute
it.
is where I need to go bleep his name out. But we're already saying his name, Andres.
Yeah. So topics I told my wife tonight, and then you tell your wife, and we'll see what they want to talk about. Because I mean, marriage is marriage.
Yeah, that's true.
Marriage is marriage. And
I think we'll just talk about. You know what? The shit that we always talk about is the past, right?
No.
So we can bring that up.
No.
We'll be like, hey, remember when we used to fucking go do this and this and that?
No, because then they'll fucking my wife will start looking at me
We'll just
sideways.
Start,
No.
We'll start getting in arguments.
I mean,
Arguments are funny as hell, though.
are they?
To a certain extent. Well, when it's not about you. It's about
Yeah.
them. But for real, though, this Maduro, I can't remember if Maduros, let me say it the correct way, Maduros. If Maduros are strong or not.
Stop being Billy.
Dude,
Stop being a Billy.
I drank 3 margaritas of the Cayman Jacks.
Which means it's just one margarita.
I drank 3 of them before.
Yeah,
this
one.
Fucking.
Are you gonna want another one or no?
Yeah, for sure.
This fool still has that shit in there. I bought the smallest. These are the smallest.
The bro said, yeah, my daughter has a game like at 5
My
something.
daughter. Wow. And you know
She has a game at 5 for softball, so
Hey.
it should be over by 8. So I'll be at the house.
So
8ish, 8ish.
What time is it? We still got.
But Mexicans are horrible with time.
It's fine.
So
And
he
we still
said
have-
he said he's gonna get here at 8.
So check this out. We still
8
got-
o'clock
We
p.m.
still have like a
He
fourth
fucking
of
got
the
here
cigar.
at 10:30
We got a fourth of the
p.m.
cigar. I got a fourth
2.5 hours later.
A fourth of the cigar. So I'm gonna
The
talk about
time he
this.
said he was gonna be here. God damn it! Hey, those Dr. Peppers are my kids' Dr. Peppers. That's why they're mini Dr. Peppers.
Those are my favorite nephews / ahijados. Ahijados means godchildren. I'm their godfather.
Godchildren.
Godchildren.
The
They're my favorite.
godfather.
They're my godchildren's favorite drinks, and they love me, and I love them. So I think it'll be okay. But what I was gonna say is, for all of you boys, for all of you dads, and I know you're a dad of females, of daughters.
Oh man.
I'm at that point where I got this little punk kid that's talking to my daughter.
Ah!
Yeah, every fucking night they talk. And you know what?
Really?
Yeah, every night. They
So they're
talk.
talking every night.
He calls, and I know she's gonna be like, "Dad, why did you bring this up?" I don't care, because you're not gonna listen to this podcast.
I'm not looking forward to this date for me.
Yeah, and you know what? At first you're like, "Yeah, it's whatever," but no, you start to think. You're like, "This motherfucker, what the fuck?" But at the same time, everything she's telling me about him, of course, it's all gonna be positive. He sounds like a good kid. And you know what that made me do, bro? Her telling me that it's a good... What do you think has made me just destroy? What do you think I've been doing that's just destroying it? I'm destroying this shit.
I don't fucking know.
Lifting fucking
Lifting
weights.
weights, yeah.
So this motherfucker can see, hey, bitch.
Yeah.
Hey, motherfucker. I don't care if you're... Okay, so for Billy's, well, maybe that sounds real racist. But for any other race that's not Mexican, us Mexicans, we don't give a fuck if you're fucking... We'll beat your ass. We will beat your fucking ass. If you're years old, we'll beat your fucking ass. If you're messing with our family. So
Disclaimer. We won't. If you're
no,
we
I
won't
will.
be.
I will.
No.
Every Mexican will. You
Disclaimer. We won't be a All right. That's fucking. We're gonna go to fucking jail.
Yeah, we probably will, but I don't. Yeah.
It was Mexico then. Just
Yeah,
pay.
that's true.
Dude, that'll be one of our next stories. Fucking
Mexico.
Shit.
Well, FYI, we had a relative that got fucking stabbed and shot in the middle of the Sierra Madre because he was in the cartel. But that's a different story for a different fucking day.
Different day.
No
or when
joke.
we got arrested in Mexico.
Yeah, that's a different
I
day.
can bleep that out for job purposes.
Job purposes, but yeah.
Well, we didn't go to jail. We just got a citation.
Thanks to the older brother, which is me.
Money.
Which is me.
God damn it. Making me angry just fucking thinking about
That's
it.
a different topic. That'll be a different.
Shit.
That'll be a
Next
that'll be a
podcast.
different podcast maybe. But yeah, it's like Yeah, I started to fucking bust out on weights because it's like, boy.
Bro, we just fucking. Once we finish this drink, we're gonna kill a bottle.
It's like a fucking.
Hey, nobody fucking has to know the size of this bottle.
Nobody. No. Why is your dog fucking shaking? The motherfucker is shaking. What? He stopped. Was he scratching? I don't know. Look.
Oh yeah, he's scratching.
But yeah, no. So I started doing a lot of weights, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah. We had to talk. We kind of had to talk, but you will get there, bro.
I know. I'm scared.
And it
I'm
sucks
scared.
because it's
I'm
like,
scared.
ugh. And I'm hoping that she would tell me that he's a bad kid, and she's always gonna tell me that he's a good kid. But
He seems like a good kid.
You don't even fucking know the guy.
They brought the fucking thing that he gave her.
And you know what she told me today? That
We're like fucking on a different subject besides the hood.
Yeah.
Now we're on
children,
dads.
Oh, another thing. I don't know about my brother, but I think he's on the same page as I am. When we start this podcast, we probably already have maybe a couple of beers in us.
Yes.
A couple of tequila shots in us. So
For
we
sure.
come in here a little bit more relaxed.
That's probably why I talk fucking
all out.
Mexican.
We're Mexican. We're Mexican and Catholic.
That's true.
We gotta be proud. We got
Almost
a
all
shitload of kids. And
it's always back in the day.
yeah. But I told her, I'm like, look, bottom line, be honest. All kidding aside, if he treats you well, it's all great. And you're in high school, but it's all great. But, well, she told me that he wants to talk to me one day. Like, soon. Like, hey.
Wait. These just fucking met.
Well, he likes her. He supposedly likes her a lot. But
she knows him. He knows her.
Yeah.
For a while.
He likes her. He likes her.
Now he wants to talk to the dad. That sounds serious, bro.
Well, it does. It does. And she
Sounds
told
like
him, are you serious? He goes, yeah, I mean, this is what I liked about him. If it's true. If it's true. That's my brother choking on a fucking cigar. That's like the third cigar he can't smoke. Anyway.
I was gonna say, what's his fucking name?
Yeah, I'll tell you what his name is. But she said that she told her, well, I would really like to talk to your dad, just straight up, tell him, hey, can I talk to your daughter or whatever. Which I respect that as a guy, as a man. He's a young man.
Yeah, right.
So I told her, and I told my boys too. I'm like, hey, whenever y'all start dating, like your older sister, I like that. That's something I have to respect. Right. But it doesn't matter what you do. I mean, I'm still like giving you that side eye. Right. But the guy, I mean, he's as of now, I like the kid based on what my daughter's telling me. He wants to talk to me, and I'm going to straight up. Yeah, that's the scary part. And I'm going to tell him if he ever does, if it's true that he does talk to me, and I'll be like, look, I don't know you, but I will tell you 3 things. 1, just respect my daughter. 2, you are not going to go out with her alone now. And 3, I can lift 300 fucking pounds on bench press. I can probably kick your ass. Just to let you know. And I carry fucking shitload of guns, and I don't give a fuck, because I go to Mexico and hide.
Side note, he's like fucking 16, 17 maybe?
I don't give a fuck if he's 5. That's my daughter.
The thing is, side note, doesn't this shit, like all the shit that's happening to you right now, bring back memories of when we were fucking kids, and you're like, I know what the fuck this boy is thinking. Like, I already know exactly what's going through his mind.
Yeah.
But my daughter doesn't listen. Like, it's like I'm telling her. Well, you probably don't tell her, because right. But it's like shit. My parents like.
I feel selfish because you know what I think. One of the first things that I think, I'm fucking getting old. I'm old.
Bro.
I'm old.
I have fucking gray hairs now. 2 to be exact. 2
No,
gray
you
hairs.
got
You have
more.
a fucking 100.
I got 5 in my nuts. That's shit that I'm gonna say when our wives are here.
And this is why my wife doesn't listen to our podcast. she's like, I fast forward and I just say fuck, and I fast forward again, and it's like shit, bitch, fuck, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure.
I told my wife, I need for you to listen to podcast number 3 because I say I got gray hairs in my nuts.
Just go with like and subscribe, please.
Please, but
dude, we got on the second. I think on the first one, on the pilot, I think we have like
2 subscribers besides me and you.
No, we have a lot of views. When I say a lot, I'm talking about like in the 20s. Let's see.
We're doing this all wrong. We're Mexican. We're
26
Catholic.
26 views, bro. And
We're
this has been out.
Check this out. We're
The
Mexican.
pilot.
We're fucking doing it all wrong. We're Mexican. We're Catholic. We should get all our family members to fucking subscribe.
Right.
Even if they don't speak English. Because it don't fucking matter.
Hey,
They won't understand.
Hey, let's get Los Tios.
No,
come to the podcast,
that'll
bro.
destroy the fucking podcast,
Dude.
bro. I was just thinking
Hey.
of my cousins. Like,
Tio, remember?
Ooh.
What? Fuck, you need to write this down, bro. We need to get a notepad. It's already been an hour. We need to get a notepad and write down shit that we need to bleep out. Sooner or later, it's not going to matter.
okay, so who's going to be our first guest? Our wives, your compadre, or our cousins?
I think it's due to the nature of stuff. The wives letting us do this
Which
shit.
means-
Oh, shit! Oh!
A rat?
No. Mason almost knocked down the heater. The heater is precious. It was free.
Was it?
Yeah, the in-laws gave it to us. 'Cause they're- Dude, it's fucking transitions. Remember our fucking parents or the pops used to fucking hate dogs, right?
My dad didn't hate dogs. He would beat them, but that didn't mean shit.
Wait,
I broke
wait,
their
wait.
legs.
I think.
That's a different fucking topic.
Wait.
I don't want Peter to get on my ass.
So I got that heater because my in-laws felt bad for the dogs.
What?
Yeah.
It's better than what I have at the house.
Hey, we need a heater. Oh, we got a lot of heaters here. Come pick one up for the dogs. Yeah, here you go.
We need to get your brother-in-law in here.
Ooh, that would be a good one. But then, no, that'd be good. That'd be good. I can invite him. I think that'll go subscribe. He probably doesn't have a YouTube channel.
Maybe
but-
we can get. So you know who I'm talking about. Your in-laws, neighbors,
Yeah, of course.
and their brothers.
I don't fucking have brothers. He's fucking.
His cousins, I'm sorry.
God damn it. You're fucking friends. You're friends. The neighbor's brother. He doesn't have a brother. Oh, his cousins. I'm sorry. He used to fucking hang out with them the majority of his fucking
Single life.
single life.
Oh, man.
He shouldn't have fucking got this fucking long ass.
I got it long for a purpose. So there was two
We're
sets.
at 1 hour and 2 minutes. I looked at it. I swear, I looked at this time about 15 minutes, and it was an hour ago. I mean, it was at an hour.
So when I got these, I was
15
like,
minutes ago, and now it's at 1 hour and 2 minutes.
maybe these long cigars are for when we have guests.
All right, exactly.
But I saw these and I saw the same type, Maduros, but lighter. The lighter version of them. I'm like, no, this is something
dark-
we never had. Something we never had. Darker versions are stronger.
The darker the cigar,
The fucking funner we have. Don Sergio's gone. Don Sergio, I'll tell you what, straight up, it's a fucking good tequila.
it's a good tequila.
Don Sergio.
I'm gonna ask my TikTok friend.
Ask him. Don Sergio, is it a good one? Because if that motherfucker hecho in Mexico, if he says no, then he's a fucking
The
liar.
thing is,
And I'll get my dad's cousin that was in the cartel to come after him.
The thing is
After he's
that
dead.
we just ignored my dogs. Just like for the past 5 minutes, they've been
What? That they were fucking
barking.
humping each other?
No.
The two
So that
dogs?
too, but barking. They've been barking for the past 5 minutes.
They have not. They have not, bro. People, our fucking audience would have heard that. Look at this motherfucker. What the fuck is he doing? He's gonna
Something
drop
like-
the shit. What the fuck is this? Wow.
I was thinking that they didn't have that it didn't have sound like music. Wait! Look at it.
It falls apart. That's what I'm talking about.
Like,
That's why we need video as well, right? But that metaverse that Andres said, I like it. I like it. I really like it. You still didn't really answer my fucking question. Was once we create our characters and they create their own, where are we? My brother just said he's fucked up. Anyways, where do
It's a
we?
cigar,
where
bro.
do we? No, it's not.
Remember that one time we went to smoke cigars and then I threw up?
Yeah.
With
One
the-
day,
with-
our
with-
cousin,
our
which
cousin.
I'm gonna ask him. Hey, bro, we're creating this podcast. We're doing it.
No,
Would you be a
don't ask
guest
him. Hey, come be a guest
in our
this
podcast?
day.
In our
Yeah,
podcast.
Have you sent them a message to go fucking subscribe and listen to our shit?
No, I have not.
God.
I will tell him. I will fucking tell him. I will tell him tonight.
How are we gonna make money off of this if you don't fucking tell people?
Poor.
Dude, I told everybody at work.
I just told
and
one guy.
I shouldn't have because I can get fucking
I know.
fired.
I told him, well, the only coworker
Damn.
I have fucking trust on. I go, hey, bro, subscribe, but do not tell anybody, especially our boss, because I know our boss and our boss will fucking.
I told my boss.
Wait, your boss is cool.
He is awesome, man.
Anyways, my brother's trying to deviate the fucking
He
question.
is. My boss is awesome.
Our cousin, which he will be a fucking guest, said, "Hey guys, let's go to a fucking cigar. Let's go to a cigar bar." So we go. And man, it's fucking badass. We're smoking cigars. We smoke 1, 2, 3,
As
having
you can
fucking
tell,
shots. We leave. He goes, "Hey, before we go
Uh-huh.
home, we gotta go get this cake. Do y'all mind?" We're like, "Fuck no, fuck, cool." He gets off. We go to this house. He gets out of his truck, goes to go get the cake. My brother's in the back seat. I'm like, "What do you think, man? It's a pretty cool place, right?" "Yeah, it was." He goes, fucking opens the door, throws the fuck off. I'm like, "What the? Are you okay?"
But
And
the
that
thing
was it.
That was
He threw up.
As
Can't handle
as
all
they
he
were
drink.
bringing the cake out. That's the funny shit right there. They were bringing the cake. I still remember that day like it was yesterday.
It was just him.
No.
It was just him bringing it from his house.
Oh no. His cousins were bringing. His cousins were bringing the cake out. Pretty sure that's what it was. I'm done with the cigar, bro.
Me too. But episode 3
Ending the
is
music.
God.
The
And
new. I think I'm gonna put the new music on this one. Just cause you don't fucking edit the audio, so.
we need to edit. But guys, episode 3 is done. The hood, the barrio.
My brother agreed to split the cost between the the website and shit. So this is confirmation that it's gonna be on Spotify and all the
I'm down. I'm
podcast
fucking
shit
down.
out there.
I'll fucking spin fucking shit
Damn,
on
I'm talking
thongs.
like I'm talking like the Mexican version of me. Hold on, I'm gonna bring the
Spotify.
and it's
Spotify.
dude. That needs,
El igual bar.
that needs to be the next topic too. One of the few topics.
That's
for
when
the
we bring our dad in.
upcoming.
Our dad,
Like-
I tell you what we can do with our pops, besides him fucking just talking.
We'll do a Spanish version. Complete.
Well, not Spanish, but we can talk about how he came, because his story, man,
yeah, dude,
his
that's
story is wild.
His story's awesome.
His story's awesome, but
For sure.
for sure.
To
But,
that point, we end this podcast because I'm fucking wasted.
So am I, and please,
Subscribe.
give us your thoughts of what you think.
Oh, comments
Subscribe,
for sure on the next drink
and cigar
and cigar
that we
for
can
sure.
afford. We're poor.
No expensive fucking cigars.
I take that back. I am poor.
Bitch.
My brother fucking is not poor.
I
I'm
am
poor.
poor.
I have 4
Dude.
kids, and I make $20,000 a year. So,
Bro.
please put your
God
input.
damn it.
Please put your input.
Cue ending music right about now.
We'll see you on next episode 4.
All right, let's go.
Bros taking shots.